In today's conversation with Analytica, Anacon India and India Lab Expo, we have with us Dr. Rajiv Desai, who is the Senior Technical Advisor, Quality and Regulatory, Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance. Dr. Desai is a pharma industry veteran with 38 years of experience, having worked with top pharma multinational companies of the world. He has worked in areas of quality management, basic research, process development, analytical development, and regulatory affairs. Sir, welcome to our today's conversation.
Thank you so much, Raj. It's always nice to be interacting with your team and with you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, if you could please share your insights on how the pharma industry is leveraging technology to improve its manufacturing processes and ensure the quality and consistency of the pharma products.
So, lots happening in this area. One is that the companies are really looking forward for such technologies to be implemented. There's a good amount of regulatory support also coming up in these days. There are a lot of technology partners, companies, which are trying to impress upon by meeting and interacting with the senior leadership on the advantages that company would get in terms of cost benefit of the technologies and also how it can leverage their individual performances. So they expect decision making to be fast, and of course, the decision would be fact and figure based. So hopefully, things should be done in the right manner. So technology in all the places, whether it's manufacturing or quality, there are a lot of opportunities and a lot of things have been happening in the recent times.
Okay. And so, with the advent of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, what impacts do you think these technologies will have on drug discovery and development?
As you know, in pharma industry, research is a very long drawn process to get a product in the market, right from the day the product gets incepted or comes in the pipeline. It takes almost like more than 2 decades also at times to get into that. So one of the delays which happens, or I would say the time taking activity is a research, identifying the right molecule, performing the clinical studies, performing the initial development work, and then coming out with a product which can be commercialized. So the expectation is how can you minimize that time or how can you crunch that time? And there's a lot of discussion around how the latest jargons of AI and ML can really bring into speed up these processes. So the scope is very wide. Of course, what's important is that conventionally, the drug discovery has been trial and error. There have been clinical studies, human studies, animal studies, and then the regulatory agencies would look at all this data and come up with the approvals to make a product which is commercialized. But what happens is with these kind of technologies being brought in, uh, the the extrapolation of the knowledge and the understanding of these technologies for the benefit of the regulatory approvals is also equally important. It's not about just getting some data, crunching it together, and making a speed of development, but it's also important to ensure that end-to-end understanding of this technology is important. It's also important to impress upon and make sure that the regulators also upgrade themselves to understand these technologies for a faster approval. The expectation that the cost will come down, the cost of development will come down. Most important is affordability. Affordability of well-designed medicines, well-designed formulations will definitely be a key. And a lot of diseases are still being, are waiting for some good medicines to be brought in. And I'm sure that with a good amount of intelligence from the scientists and the IT professionals, there's a huge amount of scope in this area.
As we know, IPA has been associated with Messe München India, with India Lab Expo and Analytica Anacon India Expo for quite some time. If you could just share, some insights on why this platform is an important platform for the pharma industry.
That's again a good question, Raj. Yes, we have been associated with this forum, Analytical Anacon, for last couple of years' time. One of the best forum, I would say, in the recent times to bring together the technology partners, the analytical instrument companies, and the manufacturers and the users together. I would say under one roof. We showcase some of the best of technologies in this forum, and I think the footfall has been quite impressive. A lot of people have been coming there with the expectation that they'll see something new. And the companies are also very keen to demonstrate and showcase these technologies to the end users. What's important is that senior decision makers are also coming to these forums, and that's the key for the success of Analytica Anacon. It's not just for the sake of exhibitions or showcasing some technology. The decisions are made, and based on these, because they get a chance to touch and feel the equipment as they move around in these exhibitions, and also have a look at and the people who are participating in this, they also bring in their senior people, their senior technical experts who can demonstrate experience and share their experience with the people and tell them what are the best practices that are there and how they can improvise their technology both in manufacturing and quality.